In this movie, we're going to talk about using the library workflow for rating images. So here we have our set of images that have now been imported, and we are in what's called the grid view. And one thing, as we double click on any one of these images to go to what's called the loop view, we'll see that we have this information here in the corner. How did I get that? That's under view options, and I have my first loop 1 here, and I like to have common photo settings set here, which provides this information here. So for this first set of images, for the purposes of this assignment, we only need one image from each camera position. So one from this series, one from this series, and then I'm going to include the 2 documentary images, and I'm going to show you document image and movie in this case. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use metadata to manage all this. So you have 1 through 5 and 0 to add ratings to these different images. And if I just kind of move through them quickly here, which I can do because we've rendered our previews, I'm looking at this information here and I'm seeing ISO ratings that are changed and different. And I'm going to decide that I really like this one here. Maybe check focus by zooming in here. I see ISO 100 at f22. And we're going to talk about this later, but f22, it's not a great setting for an image. It won't be at its maximum focus. Got all sorts of fancy badness. So I'm going to go ahead and select this first image and give that a rating of 2. So that's my keeper. A 2 is a keeper. Okay? 1 is I would be willing to show that image to other people, but a 2 is a keeper. So there you go. Coming over here to the close-up series, and I'm going to brisk through this, but we're going to notice that we got 5, 6, 5, 6, ISO 100, ISO 100, ISO 100. And I happen to know that I like ISO 100 at f11 for this particular lens. We'll talk about that more too. So that's a keeper as well. Now we have these 2 documentary images, and we're going to come here and I've already added it, but you're going to add the label documentary to any of the items that are documentary. Okay? And that's it. So there's a variety of different ways of building a collection. And in order to select the images that we're going to use for this set, we're going to go ahead and just right click or Apple click on the 2 items that have a +2 rating and the 2 documentary items. And we're going to say create collection. And we're going to call this Anthro 136E Spring 11 A2, including the selected photos. So now we have our selection, if I go back to the grid view, of the 4 items that we want to be part of this particular assignment. And all the other items are just sitting there happily in our folder, but this now virtual collection contains just the 4 items that we've decided are our best. And that is all you need to do to get started on making selections for photos in Lightroom.